goes on top.
Oh, I can't do that. Feels weird.
You see, I feel like if I'm right-handed, so if I go lefty.
When you're clapping, like,
take
oh,
this
man,
off.
good job.
Together.
I'll go deaf.
Together. Oh, my bad, G.
Sorry.
I clap right here. Okay.
All right.
Pretty good.
Coffee with Gaz here with the Honorable Donte Harris.
I like that. Honorable.
I just made that up.
That's good. I'll take it.
The honestly, you get up so early. Do you even drink coffee? Because you're up, man. I see you.
I do. So I started here in July. So I started drinking coffee in like July.
So it's an insurance thing.
I would say because like we have Cafecito, I just can't say no to that.
Team player, man. Team player. Adaptability.
Adaptability.
Notice part of our theme is I'm going to add LY to every word and sound super articulate.
Yeah. Sustainability.
Well, I want to get to something, but before, I was going to ask you, and this is something I've been thinking about.
Yeah.
Now that we're in the South Florida winter.
Okay.
Are you the only person from Ohio with abs?
I don't know.
Okay,
That's a good question.
You'll never know, right?
You know,
who needs them up there? That's actually.
Well, you don't want them, right? Because I mean, even in our office, sometimes I'll get kind of cold, and I'll be like, man, I wish I had a little bit more body fat.
Well, I'll tell you what, down here, I mean, look, I think it's nice
to
be able to wear some sweaters. You know, the slim fit. There's not a lot of room for air. Like, dude, like right now, you know what I mean? Like,
look at us. Look at us right now.
Yeah,
you're in a slim fit shirt, no undershirt. I have a polo on, and I have a sweatshirt.
This should be the complete opposite as far as wardrobes when it
But
comes
see, that's
to,
what people think. Like, oh, you're from Ohio. You like the cold. That's the whole reason I live in South Florida is because I don't like the cold.
I mean, I guess you can deal with the cold, but for a short period of time.
I dealt with it for 24 years, which was 24 years too long.
I did the math in my head, and that seems that seems right. I'll tell you what. Just as far as wardrobe goes, I mean, I there was chilly this weekend. It was kind of nice to wear the sweater and just completely relax.
I called it cold.
I'm not that soft.
Yeah, I wore.
I'm not that soft.
Shots fired. I wore a t-shirt, and
gotta
like
flex
as
somehow.
soon as I walked out of my building, I was like, this was a bad idea. But I had a time commitment, so I had to be there. I couldn't go back upstairs, and I regretted that decision the rest of the day.
Well, and I understand what you're saying, but growing up here, and we've talked about this before, is the winters here are sweaters in the morning, but you immediately regret it at 12 o'clock. So you got to have plan B.
See, plan B is the
morning.
polo.
I see you. All right. Well, one thing, I've never seen you in a bad mood.
Okay.
Which is insane. Because, I think insurance puts people in sometimes a little bit of a bad mood. But
either I'm not good at my job or I'm really good at covering it up.
No, your energy, it's contagious, man. Ever since the first time we met, like it's been one of those things where it's been cool to get to know you and kind of grow a relationship.
Yeah.
But one thing that sticks out, just being around you, working with you, is, and we've talked about this before, was accountability.
Yeah.
Like you do something that's pretty interesting, and you do it consistently. Hence, it's accountable. Is you write things down every day.
Every day. I actually write it down in the morning or the night before now. So I have 8 things that I have to do before I go to bed, and then 8 things that I have to do before 8 a.m.
8. That number 8 comes out of just.
It just kind of like mapped out to be 8 things, and then I saw 8 things at night. I was like 8 things in the morning. I guess I should do this before 8 o'clock. Why not? It just kind of makes sense.
8's a lot. I was going to start at 3. But.
I will have 3 musts that I have to do every day.
Okay.
And that's just, I don't know, you feel a sense of accomplishment when when I check things off. Like if I'm task oriented, and every task should be attached to a mission. And so everything that I do has a purpose, and my life has purpose, but the only way to measure that purpose is to make sure that I have the tasks that I check off.
And have you always been like that?
I've always been task oriented. I'm getting wiser with age. Like I'm getting a couple grays, so I have to make them count.
Okay.
And so
I don't see any, by the way. So.
Oh, they're in there, in here.
Okay.
Don't worry. Up there. They're there. Know that. As I get older, I want to make sure that I'm getting better. And so I'm always looking for ways to improve, ways to make sure that I'm actually taking steps forward. I want to be intentional with my growth. As in life, like you're gonna grow, and it's inevitable that we grow. But I want to be intentional with the way that I grow, the areas that I grow. I don't always want to grow wide. I also want to grow deep, and I think that only happens by knowing where you want to go and having a plan of action on how you're going to get there. And so that's why I do tasks.
And then the power of writing things down. Obviously, it's one thing is just to talk, right? Just say things on the side.
Got to walk that joint out.
Man, but you write it down, but then you put it also out in public. Because it's funny on Instagram.
Yeah. Like
right?
last week I put out there, wash the dishes. Like my roommate, she's been out of town for a minute. And so a couple bowls stacked up. I'm human. And I was like, man, today I'm knocking these dishes out. So it was like the third thing on the list. But as soon as I finished my 6:30 workout in the morning, the instructor at the gym, Sandy, shout out, she was like, you need to go do the dishes. I said, you know what? There's a lot.
Yeah, it's funny. The more you put stuff out there, and then you got people obviously it's engagement, right?
And that's the whole point behind it. Like I want people to have authority to call me out on my mess. Hey, you said you were going to do this. My words have to carry some kind of weight. I have to have wind behind them. If they don't, then why say them? Like you should just hold on to it.
I mean, you don't take that as additional pressure for you, or
it's healthy pressure. It's pressure that I welcome.
Okay.
Pressures that I don't welcome. Society telling me how I should dress, how I should talk, how I should be. I can't tell you how many times in my life people have been like, man, you're the whitest black dude I know. Oh, because I know how to articulate words? Because I have good credit? Come on, man. Don't tell me who I need to be. I'll be me.
I mean, obviously, it would be for me to. I'm curious. Like that's something that you've always had to deal with.
Yeah, because I know how to talk properly. Right. I'm so sorry.
So you just catch people off guard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'2", buck 95 right now.
Yeah,
super athletic, super duper athletic.
Well, I'm gonna go out there. It's you and Fernie. In this
honestly,
office,
so
two of the most athletic. We got Kevin. Look, I'll throw myself in there. I'm an ex-athlete.
Hey man, flex.
We might have the most athletic insurance office in the country.
I agree with that. And then Chris played ball. Can't forget that.
Oh, my bodyguard. I forgot about him. Sorry, Chris.
But I think people judge books by covers. People judge people like. I think you should definitely make an assessment of situations, but don't judge. When you judge, you come up with a conscious decision of what's going to happen, rather than just sitting back and saying, I understand my surroundings, I understand where I'm at, I understand what could happen, but I'm not going to jump to a conclusion.
Look, I grew up in a bubble. I live in a bubble. Do you talk about? I mean, do you sense like growing up? And I have no idea, growing up as a black man, right? Ohio, moving out to Florida.
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge you've had to face?
Spanish. That was so easy.
Spanish.
Give me a tough question.
No, I mean, those Spanish, but your Spanish gotten better.
My Spanish has gotten better. I just literally said "bade," and you guys told me that I said it wrong.
That wasn't me.
Well,
I wasn't judging. That was.
It was the only Juan in here.
And you've been down here for now? How long in Florida?
A little over 5 years. So I moved down here in 2014, and then I got my stripes when I went through a hurricane.
Okay.
And my parents actually just bought a crib up in Florida, up in Central Florida. So now I'm a Florida boy.
So they relocated 100% too?
Not 100%. They just bought the house. They close on the 20th. I got that contract, that policy.
Well, they have no choice. That's the best thing about family growing and buying new stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? They're stuck with you.
I hope so.
But be careful though, because it's funny with insurance. We're always delivering politically and professionally sometimes bad news.
Yeah.
When they have no other choice, they kind of beat you up a little bit. Like my Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, aka Noche Buena, any family event, insurance comes up all the time. It's unique.
See, I'm just gonna keep talking about sports. Like we got a lot to talk about. We're from Cleveland. We talk about the Browns,
so a lot of
the
bad
Cavs.
That's actually worse news.
The Indians, like
Indians had a good run, so that's all right. That's all right.
We just can't get over the hump. We got one championship in 54 years as a city.
That's made you a stronger person. Put it that way.
We have strong fans.
Passionate
fans.
Dude, talk about like the moving here. Now you've changed careers.
Yeah.
Like the insurance game itself, you're using kind of your previous experiences in property management, which is super relatable. I mean, what's been kind of like, you think the biggest challenge? Like what kind of entices you about insurance?
I love insurance because it's sales and I get to use my personality, right? Like, you have to be able to sell yourself. You have to be able to sell your ideas to people. And if you can't do that, it's gonna be hard to be successful in life, because sales is a part of life. Yeah. But when it comes to insurance, just giving people peace of mind, I think that that's really dope. When I was in college, I wish I would have known about insurance. I would have definitely studied it a little bit more.
Right.
I would have been able to incorporate that into the property management sector that I was in student housing, helping with HO4s and then an HO6. I'm just throwing out terms.
I know you're throwing it out there.
Look at that.
We'll do subtitles there and explanations.
But I think if I would have known about insurance previously, that would have definitely been something great. It's easy to market yourself. It's easy to get out into the marketplace and really help people with something that they absolutely positively need.
Right. The ultimate peace of mind. I mean, that's really what it is.
That's
right?
all it is.
All
at the end of the day, it's like, oh man, it's not like in case stuff happens. Something's going to happen, like life. Right. Life happens to us every day. But are you ready for it? And if you're ready, you ain't got to get ready. They call me just water because all you got to do is add water.
Well, that's coffee.
Right, but it's like
it's
like pre-workout and like protein and stuff. Just add water.
You know, your social media game, I'm gonna say it's very strong.
I appreciate that.
Actually, super strong.
There was a time. The reason my name is No IG Donte is because I was so against Instagram for so long.
What made you change? Well, I mean, obviously, since I've known you,
Gary V.
Really? Actually, going back to success rate on social media, we met technically through social media.
That's right. I applied for this job via social media.
That's right. I know. Shout out to Kelly, kind of being the bridge, right?
Yo, Kelly P, I love you so much.
Kelly's we'll give
That's
her.
My principal.
She gets an assist, right? It's
a
hockey assist.
I'll give her a
which
dime.
is the pass before the shot, I believe.
I mean, that's an assist. Period.
Is it? But there is something called
a
hockey assist. Is like the second pass before.
We'll say she set me up with the one time.
Okay. Well,
if we're going with hockey.
No, Did you play hockey?
I mean, I'm from the Midwest. I know hockey.
But have you ever played? I mean, I
roller hockey, not on ice.
Really?
Yeah. Ice hockey's tough.
No, I mean, I don't know how to skate.
Wednesday night rivalry night in the NHL. I love it.
Just seems like a lot of respect. I mean, I can, again, just imagine what it is to play hockey. Those guys might be probably the best athletes, right?
They're the toughest athletes. Like, guys have played with broken legs and won't come off the ice until there's a break in the game. These guys are serious. Like, they play with no masks.
That's not very, no. Well, they lose their teeth. I mean, a lot of respect to those guys. It's not very, I don't think I'm built for that. Sustainability.
That
you want to be one of them
jail,
playing hockey?
Definitely not built for it.
Yeah, that in jail, not going to happen. The most dangerous thing I do, I think now, is probably getting out of bed.
I want to, wow.
That one little hop.
Working out.
Well, hold on. Dangerous, because I'm very, just safe. Dude, that little hop out of the bed, as long as you just land.
Yeah.
Don't
tweak anything.
Don't tweak anything.
I was running down the street the other day on the sidewalk, and I went to turn, and my foot went off the sidewalk ever so slightly, and I was like, oh, I almost rolled my ankle. I stopped. I breathed. I had to take a moment. It was scary.
Dude, your fitness routine, how many times do you work out a day? Well,
most of the time just once.
So once, but you're teaching multiple classes?
I wouldn't even count that as a workout. It's more me jumping around and running around. Like today, I did 2 workouts yesterday morning. And so today when I taught my class, teaching and like demonstrating moves with weights was kind of out of the question today. It was rough.
You're still burning more calories than most people, and like right now, I'm sitting down.
And I have a hoodie on, so there's that.
Swing it in the gym.
No, right now.
Oh.
Yeah. Layered up. Just layered up right now.
Is that a hoodie? Don't you have to have like a hood in the back?
I guess so.
That's just a regular
fine.
Sweater.
Listen, man, we calling people out on words. That's what we're doing now.
We're calling people out on words and wardrobe and sweaters. I got like 2 sweaters down here. So
really?
I wore them this week and I'm out.
I have a whole box of sweatshirts and hoodies in my storage unit, just dying to be worn. I love comfort. I love sweatshirts.
See, up north, like the storage unit is kind of a necessity.
No, it's just my mom's basement.
Oh, but still,
I don't have basements down here.
I mean, well, true, but down here, a storage unit is kind of a flex move type deal.
Is it?
Kind of.
I'm trying to get rid of that. That's an additional expense I don't want.
I mean, I'm just trying to park my car in the garage, but So I had to try to rent a storage unit. Still not working out. But
Word.
yeah, it's like a
You just
dad
got-
thing. It's a dad thing. You park
It's
your car in the
January,
garage,
man. You gotta-
That
you
means
gotta
I'm more
purge.
efficient than my neighbor. You know, I'm trying to. It's a dad move, man. That's
It's
what it
a
is.
dad move. I like it. I want a dad move. I want to have a dad move. I just want dad strength. Like have you ever tried to wrestle your dad as a grown man? My dad is still so much stronger than me. And he doesn't lift weights.
What about the dad bod?
I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna revolutionize the dad bod.
Yeah, I mean the dad bod. I think it's a bad rap per se. Is
I
it
would
bad rep or bad rap?
I'll
Both.
say rep.
Both. Rep
For
reputation.
Yeah. But it's
I
about rap.
mean, today I'm learning so many different acronyms in here. Everyone's throwing all these lingos. So I'm just trying to find dad bod. Let's go back to it.
Okay.
Dad bod, bad rep. What type of dad bod? See, kind of the good thing about now that we're filming everything, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want to have like the athletic dad. Well, the dad bod of, hey, I can tell you kind of work out, but you also want to throw down a pizza and have a glass of wine.
See, I love pizza
That's
night.
the kind of balance I'm
Yeah.
looking for.
So people always hit me up like, "Oh man, you're a trainer. You eat that?" Yes.
Oh, but you're burning a lot of calories.
I love those. I love Oreos, pizza, cake, ice cream, everything. If it's bad for you, you know what I had last night? Bacon. I just cooked 4 strips of bacon.
You know, the better it tastes, the worse it is for you.
Right. You know what I had for lunch yesterday? Ground turkey, black beans, and brown rice.
At Sergio's restaurant, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Yes. Shameless plug. Because if he didn't, I'm sure it tasted like crap.
Yeah. Yeah. Sergio's came and delivered it to my house.
All the way.
So that was
special delivery.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
It was great.
You're welcome. Yeah, one of the, I think I shout out to, I have a buddy of mine at school, and we started talking about dad bods. So I don't know how we got into this conversation, but
Okay.
I'm sticking with it. And one of his routine or his outlook was probably one of the worst I've ever heard, but I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
He just says he just doesn't want to look gross.
That's low hanging fruit.
It was, right? So I said, well, and I guess because he wants to have that sliding scale. I thought it was funny.
I don't want that.
I'm all over him now about that. But
I don't want to look gross. That's like saying I only shower once a week because I don't want people to not be around me.
My thing, to finish the dad bod thought, is I just want to be able to be consistent. I want to look the same at 38 to 58.
I always want to
Right?
be
The
better.
worst
I want
thing
to be
would-
better at 70.
Well, better. Well, me, I'm looking at consistency.
I'm looking
'Cause
at
the worst thing would be, now that we're filming everything,
Yeah.
go back 20 years, like, damn, what happened to Donte?
accountability. That's never gonna happen. Never.
But you're
I
also-
was listen when I was in sophomore year of high school. I was 5'2", 175. There's pictures. I won't ever
those
show
metrics
people.
that doesn't make sense. Are you
5'2",
sure?
175.
5'2", 175.
I grew 8 inches in the summer. Came back to school 5'10", 175.
So you went from like the love handles to the abs. You just like grew into it.
Yeah. And I was working out like a monster. And then, I mean, I fell off a little bit probably around my mid-20s. But then 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, this is a lifestyle. It's not a New Year's resolution. This is a New Year's lifestyle. So everything that I do, including for the rest of my life, it's going to include fitness.
What was it like January 1st at the gym? Was it kind of,
January 1st, I taught a class.
that's where all the newbies come in, right?
It was a good group of people. I was more hot because my class prior to that, like because it rained a whole lot, like a week before that. So like the studio was closed, and I had this fire Christmas playlist. There was like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, dubstep, DMX made my playlist, and I couldn't play it. And I was still kind of like going back and forth, like, do I play this Christmas playlist because it's pretty fire?
Why not? So you're gonna play it.
Well, next year. So I just decided not to play it.
So you put a lot of effort, obviously, into the playlist. Like you care, even those little things matter
Yeah.
as far as your class
Beat
goes.
drops, man. Like, could you imagine sprinting to, I don't know. I was going to say, I don't know. What's, like, Celine Dion? No.
I don't know.
My Love Will Go On. Can you imagine sprinting to My Love Will Go On? Nah.
Sounds like a bad movie.
In the arms of an, like, no.
That sounds like a really bad movie. Actually. That is the least motivating thing I can think of.
But like most of the songs that I play during like a sprint, I've never, ever listen to. I don't know the names of them, but I know that they make me want to smash my face into a wall.
Right.
I can't stop moving if that's
Power
the
of
case.
music, man.
Really is. Watch your favorite movie without the music. It's not your favorite movie anymore.
That's
Guaranteed.
not my favorite movie. Yeah.
Like Braveheart with no music? What? It's just weird. Braveheart with music? Epic.
Epic.
I haven't seen Braveheart in forever. It's such a good movie.
I even forgot what happened. I just know he dies.
William Wallace, freedom, man.
I just know he dies. I think
That's-
every good movie, there has to be the protagonist.
Spoiler alert if you've never seen
Yeah, if you haven't seen it by
Braveheart.
now, forget it.
There's like, I don't know, all the kids who are not in 8th grade, never seen Braveheart.
It's funny, I joke around with Fernie about, because Fernie's very passionate. And
Relentlessly passionate.
Relentlessly passionate, and he brings up Braveheart. I'm like, dude, you're Mel Gibson. He's like, that's right, I'm Mel Gibson. I'm like, I'm in the back on the horse watching the fight, man.
Oh, man.
Because I just know I'm gonna escape. You know what I mean?
That's not, I don't ever want to be that guy.
I know it's a joke. It's a joke. And then he looks at me like, damn, man, you're right.
Dang.
So
But I'm saying, man, William Wallace was that guy. Scotland, stand up.
yeah. Let's go back to accountability.
All right.
It's something I know you're passionate about.
Yeah.
We've actually spoken to it at length. You know, why do you think so many people lack it?
So many people don't know who they want to be. Like, I love what we were talking about at my church yesterday. It was, who are you becoming? Like, you know who you are right now. Most people know who they are right now. But what's your purpose? If you don't know your purpose, you don't know the direction that you're headed in. You might be going fast, you might be going slow, but you don't know where you're going exactly. So I want accountability because I know that I want to be someone who's honored. I want to leave a lasting legacy for my family, and I want my family to carry on what I've already built. So in order to be who I want to be, I need to make sure that I'm taking the right steps. And I slip, but I need people to be there to help me out.
So does a lot have to do with not only knowing who you are, but knowing where that journey lies too, knowing it's a marathon, it's a long game.
Yeah, the
Right, so
marathon
you
continues.
The marathon continues, but it's and we're all, I mean, at a core, we kind of we should know already who we are. Like we are. Whether you lie to yourself or not, you are who you are.
You know who you are. When you're in your bedroom by yourself, lights off, door
Nobody's
closed,
watching.
nobody's around, you know who you are.
And the going back to like being held accountable, because I feel like so many people throw that word out there.
Yeah.
Like everybody thinks they are. I mean, what you're doing, and I'm going to actually challenge myself to take those same steps about writing it down.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also have almost like an accountability police out there. Like people,
The world is my accountability. I struggled so long to find someone who could be my accountability partner. I have a great team of people around me right now, but for I want to say probably 3 years, it was hard to find someone who would be consistent with it and who would have the same passion behind it that I did. So at one point I said, you know what? Everybody's my accountability partner. My leader, my mom, my dad, my friends, people who don't know me. I need everyone. All eyes on me. And I'm cool with that pressure because pressure makes diamonds.
Yeah, and that's the internal pressure you're putting, not putting pressure from third parties or quote unquote society's pressures or peer pressure.
Yeah, and I'm very strategic on who can speak into my life. Like if you don't have authority to speak into my life, I really don't pay you too much mind.
So you put that wall up really quick.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Everyone's gonna give you their 2 cents. If it ain't going towards the bill, keep it.
Right. That's a hot take. I feel like that's a rap song. Did you take? Didn't
That
Tupac
isn't
say
a rap song, but I don't know what rap song.
If
If your two cents ain't going towards the bill, that's probably like Kanye West or Jay-Z.
it's somebody. You caught me off guard there. I almost started.
Almost
You
shimmy.
Saw,
You
saw
see
the
that?
Shimmy? You saw the shimmy? Shimmy contest. I feel like we did a shimmy
Run
contest.
that back. Did you see that?
Yeah. I feel like we did a shimmy contest. You'd be up there, right up there with me as far as
Right up there with you? You think up there with you?
like up there in terms of probably top. I would go top
so like if
three.
you're saying you're still above me.
Big
Big
Sean
Sean?
said that.
Thank you.
Solid. You
I
found it
don't
quick.
with you.
That's time I have too many beeps in it.
It sounded like I was off take.
Yeah, nice, dude. I appreciate a lot of who you are and what you do, and for those people who don't know
Same.
you, like you're actually you're part of my accountability team. like your energy is so contagious. Again, I say it again. I've never seen you in a bad mood, nor upsetting anybody. So, and there's no like you're so sincere and honest of how you do it, dude. It helps me raise my game. You know, being a leader to another level as well.
I appreciate that, man.
So I'm gonna take you up on that offer. I know you've been inviting me to mass a few times. So
church.
There
Come
you go.
through.
I've seen some videos of you and the energy you bring and you putting yourself on stage and putting yourself out there. Dude, it's motivating. And I give you a lot of props.
Thank you.
Like you're one of the realest people I've met, and I'm happy you're on my team. I appreciate you. Dude, and I'm excited for your future. And
You out here trying to make me cry.
no, man, is it working?
It's getting close.
See, that's called accountability,
Dang.
right? I'm just using the LY to words. But this is sustainable, so we're good, man.
Absolutely, man. Thanks so much. I appreciate you for having me here. I appreciate you for having me on your team. I think this is going to be the greatest year of our lives.
Looking forward to it.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, man.
Let's get it.
Cut.